In the crisp autumn of her sophomore year at Stanford, Elena Vasquez glided through the quad like she owned it, which, in a way, she did. Her family's tech fortune had built half the new engineering buildings, and Elena, at 20, carried that legacy with effortless poise. Long dark hair cascaded over her shoulders, framing a face that turned heads in lecture halls and at frat parties alike. She drove a sleek Tesla, wore designers that whispered wealth, and laughed with a confidence that came from never doubting her place in the world. Across the quad, in the shadow of the palm trees, sat Alex Rivera. 19, a freshman on a full scholarship from a dusty town in California's Central Valley. His faded jeans and worn Stanford hoodie marked him as the average guy, smart enough to crack the admissions code, but without the polish. Alex studied electrical engineering, burying himself in circuits and code to escape the noise of his crowded dorm. He wasn't brooding or mysterious, he was just real, with a quiet smile that lit up when he solved a tough problem or nailed a pickup game of frisbee. They met in Physics 41, a massive lecture hall where Professor Hale droned about electromagnetism. Elena sat front row, notebook pristine, asking sharp questions that made everyone sit up. Alex was 3 rows back, scribbling furiously, his mind racing ahead of the slides. He'd linger after sessions, hoping for an invite to her world, the parties at her off-campus house, the weekend trips to Napa. But she never extended one. Instead, she'd wave goodbye with, "See you for the next lab," and vanish into her circle of trust fund friends. One Friday, fate, or coincidence, intervened. The annual Fall Fest hit campus, food trucks, live bands, bonfires on the Oval. Alex showed up solo, nursing a soda, when Elena appeared in a sundress that caught the firelight. She spotted him and waved him over. "Alex. Come join us." Her group was a kaleidoscope of privilege, lacrosse bros, aspiring VCs, girls with influencers vibes. He wove through, heart hammering. They talked for hours. She dragged him to dance to indie rock covers, her hand light on his arm. "You're fun," she laughed, spinning away. Later, by the fire, she confided, "My ex was such a tool. Always posting for clout. You don't do that." "You're incredible, Elena," he blurted, the words slipping out. "Like, seriously." She smiled, but it was kind, not electric. "Ah, thanks. You're sweet." Sweet. The word lodged in his chest like a splinter. Winter quarter brought snow-dusted hills and midterms grind. Alex poured his longing into a project, a custom LED display synced to music, inspired by her playlists. He showed it to her in the lab. "Wow, Alex. This is genius." Her eyes sparkled as lights danced to Taylor Swift. For a moment, he imagined her seeing him, really seeing him. That night, he mustered courage. Texted, "Hey, want to grab coffee off campus?" "Just us," her reply came quick, "Sounds great. But I'm slammed with family stuff this week." Rain check. The rain check never came. Instead, he saw her Instagram stories, yacht party in Monterey with Chad, the finance major, kisses under string lights. Heart emojis from followers in the thousands. Spring bloomed, and so did the distance. Elena aced her classes, landed a summer gig at her mom's company. Alex buried himself in group projects, his grades slipping just a notch. He tried dating, a cute bio major from his dorm, but her laugh echoed Elena's, and it fell flat. One last lab session, finals looming. Elena arrived flustered, hair messy. "Alex, you're a lifesaver. I bombed the practice exam." He helped, as always, explaining Faraday's law with patient sketches. As they packed up, she hugged him impulsively. "I couldn't have done this without you." His arms froze around her. She smelled like vanilla and possibility. "Elena. I like you. A lot. More than friends." The words hung. She pulled back, eyes wide, then soft with regret. "Oh, Alex. You're amazing. Really. But, It's not like that for me. You're like my genius lab partner, my buddy. I don't want to mess that up. Buddy. The splinter twisted deeper. It's cool, he lied, forcing a grin. Just had to say it. She nodded, relieved. You're the best. Friends. Always. Summer scattered them. Elena jetted to Europe, Alex interned at a local solar firm, wiring panels under the relentless sun. He followed her stories at first, then muted them. Blocked the ache with late shifts and pickup basketball, fall quarter, junior year for her, sophomore for him. They passed in the quad once. She waved, radiant as ever. Alex. How's it going? Good, he called back, walking on. No study groups this time. He joined a new circle, fellow scholarships kids, building robots for competitions. Found a girl, Mia, who geeked out over circuits like he did. Her hand in his felt steady, real, Elena. She thrived, oblivious. Chad fizzled, a new guy appeared, some venture air. Alex glimpsed her at a lecture, front row again, but he sat in the back. No dropped phones, no labs. Years later, at graduation, he saw her across the field, cap tossed, family beaming from private boxes. She looked happy, launched. He hugged Mia, diploma in hand, job offer from Tesla. Ironic, that unrequited love. It had forged him. Taught him circuits of the heart, some connections spark bright but fizzle, others build slow, enduring. Elena was a beautiful echo, fading into the quad's vast hum. Alex walked into his future, average no more. One day, after class, she dropped her phone, right at his feet. He picked it up, their fingers brushing for a split second. Thanks, she said, flashing that smile. I'm Elena. Alex, he replied, handing it over. Cool case. Custom. She glanced at the etched rose gold. Yeah, from Paris last summer. It was small talk, but to Alex, it felt like the start of something. From there, it snowballed. Study groups formed organically. Elena needed help with the labs. Her strengths lay in big-picture ideas, not wiring breadboards. Alex was a wizard with resistors and oscilloscopes. They'd meet in the engineering lounge, late nights under fluorescent lights, sharing vending machine coffee and takeout burritos. She'd talk about her internships at Silicon Valley startups, he'd share stories of fixing his dad's old truck back home. You're different, Alex, she said one evening, as rain pattered against the windows. Everyone here is chasing the next big thing. You just build stuff that works. He blushed, heart pounding. It's not that glamorous. But yeah, I like making things reliable. What Elena didn't know, what Alex hid behind easy grins, was how those sessions twisted him up inside. Every laugh she shared with him felt like a secret victory. He memorized the way she tucked her hair behind her ear when concentrating, the lilt in her voice when excited about quantum entanglement. He started running extra miles, just to stay sharp. Bought a new shirt from the thrift store that almost looked like her style. By midterms, Alex was in deep. Unrequited deep.